Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. So what are we doing today? Today I'm going to be talking about all of the plans that I have in February. And I have a handful of plans, but they seem very manageable. I guess we'll see what that actually, how that actually plays out. So February is, there's a new event called Regency going on, and it's celebrating Regency period writers. I found out personally about it from Jennifer Brooks, who has got an amazing channel. She reads a lot of classics. She is located in North Carolina, and I'm in South Carolina. And, you know, I mean, can I borrow like the term kindred spirits? I just really love her reading taste. And so she's part of the co-host effort of Feb Regency. So are the following people. So Emma from The Bookish Princess, Christy Lewis from Dostoevsky in Space, and Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads. Stephanie, you have a tongue twister of a name. Has anyone told you that before? And I will link all their channels below and all of the challenges below. But the main idea is that we are celebrating Regency period literature. And one of the prompts is to read or even memorize and perform a Regency poem. And so I have this book, English Romantic Poetry. This was a gift from David Wiley, who's going to pop up again later on in the video. And so I thought, what a perfect time to maybe dive into Percy Shelley's work, or just to see more about the Regency period poetry. And so this is a good way to dip my toes in, I suppose. My main read that I am excited about Regency, and it is like the most Regency of Regency books, and it is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. If you're wondering why I'm using one hand and not both, it's because Harry is right here and he's being really sweet. Okay, are you good? I never know if I'm going to disturb him. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This is part of my classics project, one of the classics that I wanted to read. I was going to save it for Victober, but I said, why not? I'll just read it now. It's not a large novel. It's actually pretty short, and it's one of Jennifer Brooks's favorite books. And again, I really kind of trust her reading taste, and I'm just excited to get to this. How wonderful is this cover, by the way? Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that. Okay, so as far as Regency reads goes, it stops there. That's it. And then I have, with David Wiley, I said he was going to pop up again. With David Wiley, I have Steinbeck. We have John Steinbeck. This is our Eclectic book club pick for February, and it is The Acts of King Arthur and His Noble Knights. I already announced this whole book in a video that I did earlier this month, and I talked about some of the questions that I had about this book going into it. What am I thinking about? And so I'll link that video below. But basically it is Steinbeck. He takes the old tales of King Arthur and updates them for more like modern readers. So I'm excited, and mostly I'm excited about this read because I'm going to read it with a wonderful and fantastic and brilliant group. Can you guys see this? How cute is this? And so as I read it and I have questions, I have a whole group of people to bounce my questions off of or my ideas off of, which is always just a really wonderful experience, in my opinion, a wonderful experience for me in my reading. Okay, the last book that I'm going to be reading is Beloved by Toni Morrison. I'm going to be reading this with Elle Thinks. Elle and I, we kind of reached out to one another. I don't even remember how it happened, but we both wanted to read this book, and one of us said, let's read it together. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to be reading it together throughout the month of February. This is my first Morrison book, y'all. Harry almost fell. This is my first Toni Morrison book. I am excited because I have heard that she is an emotionally resonant author that is not afraid to write about difficult topics like slavery, and that she is truly a master of her craft. And so, again, I'm just really excited to meet Toni Morrison on the page. I have two books that I will likely still be reading through the month of February. The first one I'll for sure be reading, and it's kind of funny that it's following Toni Morrison. Anyways, it's going to be Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. I have read quite a bit, probably 400 plus pages, and I'll be at about the 600 page mark by the end of this weekend. This book has been an incredible learning curve for me, and I'm only 450-ish pages in. I am definitely arguing with the book, grappling with the book, enjoying parts of the book. It's complicated. I am having a very complicated relationship with Gone with the Wind, and I won't talk about it so much now. I'm not even sure if I will end up wrapping up all of my thoughts on it. But what's wonderful is that I have a whole bunch of people here in my real life on Booktube that are willing to listen and grapple with this text with me. And I'm really, really just beyond appreciative of all of the people who have been willing to either lend their ear or exchange emails or just chat with me about Gone with the Wind, because again, it's complicated. And I'll leave it at that. Okay, the final book. Ooh. The final book is The Mirror and the Light. Gone with the Wind, you are taking up some space over there. Okay, The Mirror and the Light by Hilary Mantel. This is the third book in the Thomas Cromwell series, and I'm reading it with AJ Dunn Reads and Writes, Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot, Jolene from Bookworm Adventure Girl, and then 2 subscribers and friends, Deb and Sonia. And our group has been, we started it in January, and I'm sure we'll finish it in February, just because we all have a lot of reading commitments in March. So yeah, so that's really it. I've also signed up to be a Booktube judge, and so I might be assigned the first round. The likelihood that I'm going to be assigned as a judge for the first round is really high, because they need the most amount of judges in the first round. And so I'm kind of expecting to get assigned 6 nonfiction books to read over the course of February and March. And so I'm keeping my reading kind of light. I mean, is this light reading? I don't know. Mostly I'm going to be like booking it with The Mirror and the Light. I think like trying to read it a little bit at a quicker clip. I don't know, but you know, plans always like fall through for me. I might just be reading all of this and a whole bunch of nonfiction books. I don't know yet, because I haven't been assigned the books, so I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. I just know that these are on my list for February. That's it. Okay, so have you read any of these books? I'd be curious to know what you think of them, or what do you have planned for February in your reading life? I'm really curious to know. But really, that's it for me. This is it. Yeah, that's it for me. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And let's say goodbye, Harry. Oh, say bye. He's just... I have to move him anyways, because I gotta get up and take my little one to school. So that'll be fun. We're supposed to have an ice storm tonight, so that'll be interesting. And tomorrow, I get to figure out what virtual kindergarten looks like. So that's going to be amazing. Wish me luck in the days ahead. And of course, I'm just going to be enjoying my books and my life. Okay, well, that's it from us. All right, bye, guys.